My name is David Kroodsma with Hub Culture, and I'm joined today by Dr. Theodore Panayotou, the Dean of the Cyprus International Institute of Management. Dr. Theodore, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
What brings you to the World Climate Summit?
Well, all of my life I have been interested in working in the area of climate economics. I have currently I'm also advisor to the Mexican government, specifically to the Mexican Ministry of Finance on issues of climate finance, and this is what brings me here.
So I was just talking with Lord Nicholas Stern earlier today about
Yes.
his efforts to improve the financing. What's your opinion of the way the finance negotiations are going right now at COP16?
Are they going anywhere? The report that the high-level panel on climate finance that the Secretary General has appointed, on which was also Nick Stern, and prepared a report, and to which I contributed by working on one of the working groups. I think that there are very good proposals about how to develop climate finance, but I don't think it's been as it was said today in the morning panel. We don't know whether it's been discussed, debated, noted, or totally ignored. But definitely there we see that there is a proposal. There is what is being said there is that is 100 billion a year by 2020 is quite feasible, provided that we agree on a carbon price around $20 to $25 dollars per ton. But the question is, will we agree? Even though it's very obvious that this is what we should do.
So we're at the World Climate Summit, which is mostly businesses coming together.
Yes.
I'm always a little skeptical of businesses taking action on climate change because it's business groups in most countries that are stopping action. Why are these businesses in the minority?
Well, it only takes a few unreasonable people to change the world. You have to appear reasonable to the average business person if you want to make a difference, because you have to be ahead of your time. The people who are here are business people who are ahead of their time. They are thinking creatively. They are thinking long term. They are thinking in how they will change the rules of the game, not play the same game. There are people who are not afraid of change.
So who do you think? So you're saying these are the people who are changing the game?
Exactly. These are the people who see the environment challenge, the climate challenge, as an opportunity, not as a risk or a cost. Those who stay home, the average businessman looks at it as this is a problem, this is a cost, this is a risk. Okay, we don't expect change from those. The changes could be from these people who are here.
And Dr. Panayotou, what is the most promising thing you've seen at this World Climate Summit?
The most promising thing, the one session that I like best of all was a session on the ethics of climate change, where it calls on people to consider their ethical responsibility towards the world's poorer countries and towards future generations. We have no right, we in the rich countries, to destroy the living of the poor people and to impose costs on future generations. We have to sense our moral obligations. And this is one of the cases that ethics, good ethics and good economics go together.
Thank you.
Can I say?
Oh, would you like to?
Yes, I want to say.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to add something else?
Yes, I want to pose a question. Why, even though it's absolutely clear that what we need is to impose a price on carbon, either through a carbon tax or through carbon trade or some way to price carbon. And if we do price carbon, then we will need much less finance, much less money to deal with the problem, with mitigation, with adaptation, and so on. And also more money will be available. So there will be less needed and more available. And we don't do it. And we try now to solve the problem by throwing money at it. But unless we price carbon, we are not going to go very far. It's very much like if it's too cold in a room, what do? You turn down or turn off the air conditioner. You don't go and put on the heat. Right? So if the source of the problem is because carbon is not being priced, right? People can release carbon for free and damage the climate. If that's the root of the problem, by throwing money through finance on the problem, we are not, it's like putting the heat on because it's too cold on the room because of the air conditioner. 10 of the air conditioner first, and then if you need to additional heat.
Thank you. I'm David Kroodsma with Hub Culture, joined by Dr. Theodore Panayotou.